2019 was the year of Afrobeat. I mean, Afrobeat's not Fela Kuti's Afrobeat. Wondering what the difference is? Fela Kuti's Afrobeat is a music genre that involves the combination of elements of West African musical styles such as Fuji music and high life with American jazz and later soul and funk influences. But Afrobeat, which is the more popular and modern term and often styled as Afropop and Afrofusion, is an umbrella term to describe popular music from West Africa that initially developed in Nigeria, Ghana and the UK in the 2000s and 2010s. In Nigeria, the band is regarded as selling the Afrobeat sound to the rest of the world, but a new school proponent of the genre, Burna Boy, took the genre much higher when he was nominated for the most prestigious music awards on the globe, the Grammy, in 2019. This year, Burna Boy and Wizkid won their various categories at the Grammy, making a major shift in the level of acceptance of the genre. Nigerians Davido, Wizkid and Burna Boy are now the leading international millennial of the Afrobeat sound, but the Gen Z artists are gradually finding their path through to taking over the Afrobeat genre. Find out in a moment. You're welcome to Info Bus Stop YouTube channel, where we keep you up to date with the latest news, trends and info in Nigeria and Africa. If you're new to this channel, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any gist. Now let's get straight to business. Nigeria is blessed with thousands of artists that turn out new sounds almost on an hourly basis, giving Nigerians the opportunity to pick and listen to multiple sounds. These days, it's not uncommon to find a lot of young Nigerians within the Gen Z age range, which covers person from 1997 until 2012, burst on the music scene, replicating the same vigor that millennial frontliners like Wizkid and Davido displayed when they first made waves in the Nigerian music industry. In the next few minutes, I'll be reading out a list of artists from 10 to 1 showing greats in the music industry and set to take Afrobeat by storm in 2022. At number 1, we have Fireboy DML, who takes the name of a South African country and blends into a catchy African-like phrase that the rest of the world vibes to. Fireboy DML. Fireboy is not exactly a Gen Z artist, having clocked 25 in February this year, but it's almost unreasonable not to consider him as one of the youngest acts set to dominate the world with Afrobeats. On the track Peru, Fireboy tells the world to get ready for him when he speaks, "I'm not playing with you, I'm not joking. My third album is loading." Signed to Olamide's YBNL label, Fireboy, who describes his Afrobeat sound as Afrolive, has attained massive success already with 2 albums released. Beyond gaining fame in Nigeria, his exploits have been noticed around the world thanks to Bayern Munich Football Club, who used his hit "Champion" off the second album, Apollo, during their UEFA Super Cup celebrations in 2020. He also has a number of songs included in the FIFA 21 game soundtrack. Heavily influenced by Wande Cole and projected to gain more influence on the Afrobeat culture across the globe than the former Mohit star, all eyes are on Fireboy to crown himself as a king in the genre with his 3rd album. Already, record label boss and music producer Don Jazzy has tipped the star to win a Grammy Award in the future if he continues at this pace. At number 2, there is Omalay. Is there a question mark as to if Omalay has what it takes to conquer the Afrobeat scene in 2022? I doubt there would be plenty of opposition. Original name Stanley Oma Idia, Omalay has already notched up the Headies' next rated act of the year 2020. The previous nominees and winners of the awards have at different times sat atop their various genre, and there are high expectations that Omalay would follow a similar road to success. Proof of his potential is reflected in a single, Bad Influence, which became the most streamed Nigerian song on Apple Music at the end of 2020. The 24-year-old 5-track debut EP, Get Laid, peaked at number 1 on the Nigerian Apple Music charts, while all 5 songs from the EP reached the top 15 of the Apple Music charts for Nigeria, with You peaking at number 1. He is also credited with helping Olamide sit atop the Apple Music chart for Nigeria with their collaboration Infinity. To show us that he's truly regarded as a future icon of the Afrobeat, on 3rd July 2020, it was the first artist highlighted for Apple's Africa Rising campaign to spotlight African talent. Omalay has performed across Africa, but he can decisively take the Afrobeat genre and wield it into his own forte. Time will tell. At number 3, there is CK. Sometime in 2017, MI was asked during an episode of the Loose Talk podcast who the most promising artist was on the Chocolate Titi music roster where he served as president. He replied, CK. The podcast moderator, a popular entertainment guru, Osage Alonge, replied, who the fuck is CK? Well, in 2021, the entire globe now knows who CK is. Over the last few months in 2021, the Chocolate Titi Wana music group artist has seen his 2019 song Love Nwantiti become a viral hit, first on TikTok, then across the world. The song, originally released in 2019, has blown up across the world after the hashtag Love Nwantiti challenge started out as a local trend and became a global trend. As of mid-November 2021, CK was number 1 on Billboard's Emerging Artists chart to become the top emerging act in the US for the first time. Love Nwantiti ranks at number 33 after reaching number 31 on the Billboard Hot 100 with 10.6 million radio audience impressions, 10.4 million US streams, and 2,200 downloads sold, according to statistics provided by MRC data. Meanwhile, his debut album, CK the First, released in 2019, peaked at number 3 on World Albums on Billboard. CK is definitely running the world. Considering that the album was released in 2019 and 2 years to achieve success, there are then questions. Can CK follow this up? Can he produce another smashing hit like Love Nwantiti? Only 2022 can tell. However, with the tide of events, one cannot rule out how well the 24-year-old will excel if it drops a new jam in the new year. At number 4 is Buju. At 22 and already buzzing the music space, you'll easily forgive Daniel Benson aka Buju for admitting to arriving late. Already a big hit maker, Buju in a space of 3 years has moved from a SoundCloud-based artist to a known sound in the Nigerian music industry. In the past year, he has racked up a number of hits including Outside, Mood with Wizkid, and is credited with helping Ladipo create the hit Feeling, which is arguably the song of 2021 and even Timaya's called Outside. Following the path of his idol, Burna Boy, Buju has intensified work, sampling all forms that make up Afrofusion. His latest EP, Sorry I'm Late, has been met with relative success that has inspired Buju to consider hosting a self-headline concert. Time will tell if Buju would be able to hold on a spot as rave of the moment in 2022. Now to number 5. Irastar. Born Oyinkansola Sarah Aderibigbe about 20 years ago, Irastar, who is also known as the Celestial Being, held the music scene spellbound in 2021 with the chant Bloody Samaritan. First discovered when she recorded a freestyle version of a song called Damaged, now reworked as Toxic on her album 19 and Dangerous, Irastar is signed to one of the biggest artist labels in Nigeria, Maven's Records. Ira first dropped a self-titled extended play project in January 2021, introducing herself to the world, but stunned us when she released her album 19 and Dangerous later in the year. Ira first dropped a self-titled extended play project in January 2021, introducing herself to the world, but stunned us when she released her album 19 and Dangerous later in the year. The album produced smash hits like Bloody Samaritan and Beggy Beggy. Since then, the spotlight has been on her. She is sometimes compared to Terms due to the similarities in their sound, and many expect her to achieve as much as Terms in 2022. And that belief is fair considering that she made a great album under 2 years of joining the music industry and is backed by one of Nigeria's biggest labels. We all can cross our fingers and expect Irastar to cement her sport on the Afrobeat genre and move up a notch higher. A testament to her capacity has been attested to by international entertainment magazine Rolling Stone that described her as one of Nigeria's most promising new voices. Now to number 6, there is Rema. Rema may have been caught in an altercation with DJ Neptune over the release of an old song which icked other disc jockeys, but the 21-year-old is a teen and youth favorite. Signed to Jonesing World, a subsidiary of Maven's Records, Rema has already had a taste of global fame, having had a single Iron Man feature on the 2019 summer playlist of ex-US President Barack Obama. Like Fireboy DML, he has equally had his song feature on the global football game FIFA 21. He has won multiple awards including the 2019 Next Rated Awards at the Headies and was nominated alongside Burna Boy and Wizkid for the Best International Act BET Awards. For context, Rema has only one compilation album and 3 extended play projects and is rumored to be planning an album release for 2022. If this materializes, will Rema be able to claim a seat at the throne room of Afrobeat in the world? We await answers. At number 7, Belal. Imagine this list without Akimbi Abiola Ahmed. The entire street will definitely be gunning for this channel's guts. Oh yeah, I said his government name. I mean, Belal has done enough to prove that he falls in the category in contention for the throne room of Afrobeats in the year 2022. The 24-year-old had been bubbling under at the Lagos State University until he dropped the hit Vision 2020. He quickly tapped Olamide for a remix and then collaborated on the rapper's Carpe Diem album for the Triumphant track. Belal scored a number of hits, but the most prominent of them was Cash App, featuring Zlatan and Lincoln. Belal is a full Afrobeat star who has multiple potentials and is still evolving. His biggest milestone includes being the only African artist on the list of YouTube's Global Foundry Class of 2021. The Foundry Class is a global artist development course to support independent musicians, helping them build sustainable careers on their own terms. With 2 successful extended play projects and album in the works, Belal has full mastery of the local and international listenership and can play a huge role in how he redefines his music ahead of the release of his album in 2022. At number 8, the spotlight is on Joeboy. The Empower artist, who is just 24, was a frontrunner for the Headies Next Rated Award in 2019, but only grabbed a Best Artist in Afro-Pop at the All African Music Awards. Joeboy has an extended play titled Love and Light and an album Somewhere Between Beauty and Magic, all to his credit. He's backed by Mr. Easy's Banku Music and Empower, and he has achieved much success in Nigeria, creating catchy love songs. Howbeit, Joeboy is evolving. Much of his hit tracks have been love songs that instantly resonate with the ladies, but when he dropped Celebrate to break off that Loverboy brand, it failed to match his previous hits. But in the past few weeks of 2021, Joeboy has found new fame via his song Alcohol, buoyed by an initial TikTok challenge where users poured food, liquor and other substances on themselves while listening to the song. 2022 will surely usher us into the full state of Joeboy's evolution, and we may as well keep fingers crossed, but he is definitely a contender for a line of artists competing for the throne room of Afrobeat in Nigeria. At number 9, you have Lil J. Baby, follow my command like zombie. Mona Lisa ranks among the top 10 songs of 2021 and helped push Lil J into the limelight. Already his collaborator on the song and parent project, Sars, has the golden touch and a record of making big songs and blowing up relatively unknown stars to the world. If you're in doubt, then tell me, how did you get to know World? Aha! So it's barely any surprise that Sars has replicated that feat with 22-year-old Lil J. Born in April 1996 as Lekan Osifesol Jr., partially felt what it is to create massive hit songs and how the acceptance by Nigerians can help catapult one's career to the global level in 2021. There is already talk that he is working towards releasing a full album in 2022, expected to house massive hits alongside his now regular collaborator and big hit maker, Sars. Honorable mention. Just before I let you in on number 10, a couple of artists past the Gen Z age range have had a great year and are ones to watch in 2022. For instance, Thames. No one would have thought she would be able to make a cracking record like Essence with Wizkid, which has featured for weeks on the Billboard charts, won a Soul Train Award, a Grammy nomination, and landed a feature on Drake's album. There is also Mohbad, a 25-year-old Nigerian Afro rapper who has had a good year with hits like Feel Good and another popular street anthem, KPK, and there are no signs he intends to slow down. Mohbad is signed to Naira Marley's Malian Music, and his label mate Zinoliski is also one to watch. On a final wrap, there is Tuni, a relatively upcoming act on the Nigerian music scene who has been endorsed and shared stages with Tiwa Savage and World. Number 10 has Fave. Born Chidozie God's Favor Ogochinyere, Fave has officially been in the music industry for just 2 years now and has garnered popular attention. The 20-year-old's claim to fame came via a viral clip where she freestyled to free beats made available to young artists by Lagos-based artist and producer Jimmy Abdul's. That snowballed into a bigger tune which she released as NBU. She went ahead to grasp further attention when she got featured twice on Olamide's 10th album, UI Scooty. In case you didn't pay attention, Fave was the female voice on Olamide's Pom Pom and Want. Since then, her stock got higher and is currently being managed by talent manager and incubator agency Empower that houses another member of this list, Joe Boy. Empower is run by another top Afrobeat artist, Mr. Easy. Recently, she released Baby Rhythm and it appears to be growing among Nigeria's young audience. If Fave builds on her current momentum and continues to be backed by her present management, there is little doubt as to the wonder she would perform on the music scene in Nigeria and the rest of the world. And that's it guys, 10 Gen Z artists changing the sounds and taking Afrobeats to higher levels. Is there anyone that should have made the list but didn't feature or otherwise? Tell us in the comment section below. To get other interesting gists like this, hit the subscribe button and keep the notification bell on. See you next time!